Hey everybody, how are you? How are you? Hold on, y'all. Let me see. How you doing? Okay. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. How are you guys doing? I hope that you all have had a wonderful Saturday. I know I have. I've had a productive Saturday and I couldn't wait to do this show tonight. I almost went early. But then I had remembered I hadn't ate, so I had to hurry up and finish something, get something down in me to eat. And I was like, well, let me go ahead and burn up these couple of minutes and go ahead and start. But I am super excited to talk about this. The reason why I'm talking about this is because the church don't talk about it. I mean, I know some churches have like a women's, what do you call that? Women's auxiliary, or they may talk about it in marriage therapy and all of that good stuff. But they kind of skim across it. Some pastors take out the time to be thorough, some don't. We're gonna be thorough tonight. Okay. We are most definitely gonna be thorough. Now I smell smoke and I've been smelling it for the last 20 minutes. I don't know what's going on in one of these units, somebody's apartment. I don't know. But if I got to run up out of here, something ain't right. But anyway, I'm super excited to talk about this, and I cannot wait. I'm telling you, every time I start, I cannot wait to talk about this with you. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, let me just go ahead and let me go ahead and do this right quick. Okay. All right. So this can be kind of taboo. So we gonna ease our way. I'm gonna be gentle with you guys. Anybody who knows me know that I can be quite abrasive sometimes in this subject matter. But I'm not. I trust you. You're gonna be able to watch the whole show. But I will say, if there be any children around, or you got it, on speaker, on TV, and there's children, you might want to just put your earpieces in for this particular show, okay? Because this is not child friendly. It's not going to be child friendly. So I just want you guys just to be aware that this is covered under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act that provides statutory frameworks for determining whether something is fair use, entertainment purposes, and all that good stuff. Okay. Now, let's just get into it. We're going to be talking about sex today. Okay, people? I know. A lot of conservative Protestant churches don't really just come out and talk about sex. We're going to be talking about sex and intimacy in marriage, and what does the scripture say about it, and how it should be happening. Okay. A lot of times churches will say that it's taboo to be talking about relations, when you can find instances in the Bible, throughout the Bible, where it talks about relations and how you should be having it, and how when not to have it, and when to have it, and why you should be having it. I promise you guys, I smell smoke. I don't know where it's coming from, but if it start getting smoke in here, I'm for sure going to be tapping on somebody's door. Okay, but anyway, sex, people, it happens in the church, in Christianity. It happens. I don't know why the church gets so they get so they I don't know, they just get so prudish when you go to talking about relations and sex and intimacy with your mate. It's almost like it's some type of kept secret. Like, oh, we don't talk about that. Oh, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. What do you mean? I mean, it should be talked about. It should be talked about, especially for individuals that grow up in the church. You know what I'm saying? Like, you grow up in the church and all you know is the church, and you meet somebody in the church. Y'all shouldn't be fumbling around on your wedding night trying to figure out what the heck is going on or what we should be doing. It reminds me of Bridgerton when the young lady and the young man was in the room and he wasn't a virgin, but she was. And he had to explain to her what was getting ready to happen, and she just didn't know what was going to be happening. That's fearful for a woman. That's fearful. I can remember, I'm not going to go that route. Was getting ready to, but I'm not gonna go that route. But it can be fearful for young women, not knowing what's gonna happen in that special moment. You know what I'm saying? And when you're getting ready to share yourself with a young man, you don't know what you should be. The mother should be teaching, the teacher should be teaching, the pastor should be teaching, somebody should be teaching what sex looks like in its healthy state in a healthy relationship. So we're going to talk about it. The first thing that I want to share with you guys, and I have some notes that I want to share with you about, it's chemistry. Okay, God designed us to be attracted to each other, the sexes. God designed the man to be attracted to the woman, and he designed the woman to be attracted to the man. Bottom line, it is as simply as put as that. We were designed for each other. God designed the woman for the man because he said it's not good. It's not good for man to be alone. So he designed the woman. So God acknowledges chemistry. I don't know why church people get so turned off and so put away with sexuality when it's time to talk about sex. They go to giggling. Well, some things just should be left in the bedroom. Well, you know why? Let's get the secret out the bag, because some of y'all don't know what y'all doing in there, and it's starting to show. Okay, some of y'all don't know what y'all doing in there, and it's starting to show. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. 1 second. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, guys. One beautiful second. Well, I'm going to say 1 second, a couple of seconds. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So yeah, you get into this thing of you don't want to talk about it. Let's have some decency and what do you call that? Decency and order. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm finding is somebody need to be talking about it, because y'all have absolutely no clue what to do. You don't know how to behave. Some of you all been married for years and y'all not behaving right when it comes to that topic, when it comes to that part of your marriage. And don't be talking about who is you. I'm telling you what I have experienced and just what I know. Now I'm not the guru of sexuality. I'm not, but I can tell you what works and what don't work. You understand what I'm saying? And if a lot of you people would be occupied in making sure your household and your bed is good, you wouldn't have time to be in somebody else's household and bedroom and be in their business. You understand what I'm saying? Because you will be so occupied in doing what you need to do in your household. So a lot of times people is in people's business because they ain't got nothing to do, which you should be having something to do. You understand what I'm saying? Sex will solve a lot of problems. And y'all can go ahead and share this out and go ahead and tell Bright out there talking, running her mouth again. I sure am. I sure am. Do you understand what I'm saying? God, and I'm going to go back to my main point. God acknowledges chemistry between a man and a woman because he innately, naturally put that in the woman and the man. He put it there. It's nothing wrong. It's nothing promiscuous. It's nothing taboo about it. He put in the chemistry and attraction for men to be and women to be attracted to one another. So I don't understand this standoffish tone or this standoffish behavior. Hey, how you doing, SBK? Thank you for the roses. You always bringing me some roses. You know, my birthday was yesterday. I turned a big 5-0. And yeah, I don't feel it. I feel good. We're talking about sex and Christianity today, SBK. Thank you for stopping by. So God innately put in chemistry between the two sexes because he wanted them to procreate. And he, in the beginning, he said that it was not good for man to be alone. He created Eve for Adam, and he wanted them to have an attraction. So when they do, thank you so much, SBK. So when they do come together, and guess what? It will be pleasurable. It will be a good thing. So what's wrong with the church? Why is it, you get all of these face conniptions and constructions and construsions when you're talking about sex? It's like you they look at you like you ain't supposed to be talking about sex. Oh, that's not appropriate. You should be talking. When is it appropriate? That's why you got a lot of teenage girls out here getting pregnant. That's why you got a lot of spouses cheating on their husbands and their wives because they don't know. All they know is what the pastor done told them. All they know is what Big Ma done told them. And Big Ma, she come out of the 50s. I saw a woman in the ministry. I saw a woman in the ministry telling people it was a sin, oral sex was a sin. Telling people that they should be sleeping in separate beds. Telling people you shouldn't be doing all that stuff anyway. Says who? The marriage bed is undefiled. That's in the scripture. Now, let me tell you something. You can take this down because I'm not going to read the scripture, but I'm going to give you something to let you know that God, how you doing, Gertrude? I said nothing but love your way because you deserve it with your fine self. That God, you said Christians should enjoy sex too. Absolutely. And we're going to get into it tonight. And y'all already know how I am. I'm not holding back. I'm not holding back. You understand what I'm saying? Christians get on my nerves acting like sex don't exist. If sex didn't exist in the church, then where's all these little Christian babies coming from? Where's all these illegitimate Christian babies coming from? Where's all these cheating scandals coming from? Where is it coming from? Because people innately within their humanity love sex. Let's just call it a book. Do you hear what I say? Do you hear what I say, people? God acknowledges chemistry between a man and a woman. He knows it's there. He addressed it a couple of times in the Bible, but here's two scriptures: Leviticus 15, 19, and 30. He addressed the chemistry, the sexual chemistry between a man and a woman, because he had to tell them, listen, stop trying to be physical with each other when a woman has to go, when she has to go through her time in a month. I know that's kind of graphic, but here you go. When a woman is going through that special time in a month, you shouldn't. The Bible says you should not be coming together. You're supposed to wait until her wound is dry. That's what the scriptures say. Okay, Leviticus 15, 19, and 30. The second scripture, when God acknowledges chemistry between a man and a woman, is Corinthians 7 and 9, where he said it is better to marry than to burn. If you cannot contain, y'all engage, and you can't contain, and that thing is getting hot, and y'all can't, y'all dry humping. I'm just gonna, y'all come on up in here tonight. He said it is better to marry than to burn. It's better to marry than be out here sinning and fornicating. Go ahead, go on to the justice of the peace. Go on and get married. Then y'all had a big wedding. Y'all ain't gotta tell everybody y'all married. Y'all ain't gotta tell everybody y'all couldn't wait. But in this instance, you see God acknowledge chemistry between a man and a woman. And guess what? It is okay. It is okay. It is okay. There's nothing wrong with chemistry. It's nothing wrong with sexual energy. It is nothing wrong with talking about it. Okay? So God acknowledges chemistry. We know that it's there. Okay? And we know that it's all right. Okay? So what you don't want to do is start denying your mate or being too prudish, or being too Christian, or being too, oh, God don't want to do that, baby. Come on, let me get some, baby. Come on, let's go. We get ready to go to the church. Well, let me tap that before we go to Bible class. Well, you know what? We shouldn't be doing that. Let's just wait till after service. We shouldn't be putting anything before. No. If your husband is hitting on you before service, you go ahead and get that in and go ahead and go on to church. Because first natural, then spiritual. That's what the word of God says. You understand what I'm saying? First natural, then spiritual. Because what you won't do, the sister around the corner will do. You in church and Bible class, he around the corner time he gonna get you a pop. He around the corner popping something else. Do you hear what I say? And then what happens is that man is now pulling away from you. He's either physically cheating on you or mentally cheating on you with that person, because you won't do what he wants you to do, but sister around the corner will do it. Am I telling the truth? How you doing? I said what I said. I said nothing but blow me away with your beautiful self. See, sex and Christianity actually go hand in hand. Because God, in doing creation, God created this thing for us to procreate. And he said, you know what? Yeah, you need to populate and procreate the earth. And while you're doing this, I'm going to allow it to be pleasurable for you. But for some reason, people get all choked up and looking all out to the side when you go to talking about sex in the church, like it don't exist. Like Quay just didn't get pregnant last summer with her set of twins at 16. That's why we need to be having a healthy dialogue about it, so that we can guide our young children. Do you hear what I say? It's real pleasurable. I said what I said. Yes, it is. So don't be denying Deacon Jones when he trying to bend you over before Bible class. He wants to be relaxed when he's trying to teach the word of God. And here you is, no, I ain't in the mood. I'm in the spirit. I've been fasting for 5 days. You gonna mess around and be by yourself. Or Deacon Jones gonna be somewhere with missionary Susie. Am I telling the truth? Am I telling the truth? There's nothing wrong as a woman or as a man to be tapped into your sexuality and have salvation. I'm in the church, I'm a minister, but I am tapped into my sexuality. Do you understand? And there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing sinful about acknowledging sex or acknowledging, your mate, or just being out loud with how much you love your mate. When me and my husband first met, me and him blew each other's social medias up because we were so into each other. We were so just happy for each other that we had each other, and that we wanted people to know that I'm into you and you into me. You said salute to the bend over chemistry. Come on. But this type of conversation, people look at it like, oh, it's so taboo. Why are you talking like that? You're supposed to be a minister. It's the truth. You need to be talking about this. Your husband and your mate need to know it's more to you than this. Yeah, they found you attractive and beautiful in the church and y'all done got married, but it's time to turn that thing up. You turning the pages in the Bible, you need to be turning them legs up so that you can keep your husband. Am I telling the truth? You said, now that depends on Deacon Jones' status. If he's married or in a relationship, he can move around. Deacon Jones need to be married if he having sex. You understand what I'm saying? But it's what I have noticed in the last 30 years, the divorce rate in the church has skyrocketed. cheating and promiscuity and infidelity has skyrocketed because the saints, and I'm talking to the saints, y'all don't know how to be a whore in the bedroom. Y'all don't know how to be a whore in the bedroom and a preacher in the pulpit. You got to be both. I'm just telling the truth. Y'all can say what you want to say. Y'all can say, "Oh, you know what? You too vile with it." I'm not being vile. I'm telling you what is required. If you're not meeting your spouse, and you ain't got to even be in the church for this portion, if you're not meeting your spouse sexual needs, they are frustrated with you, but they love you so much they're not saying nothing. Yes, you got to be both, SBK. They love you so much that they're not saying nothing, but they are sexually frustrated. That's why you have to be able to articulate your needs to your spouse. This is what I want, baby. This is what I like. Let's try this. I sent my husband something this morning like, hey, you see this? Because I want him to know I'm tapped into you. I want to explore. We're going to get off into that tonight. Okay? We are going to get off into that tonight. Okay? So, if you keep denying Deacon Jones, I would guarantee you he got 4 or 5 sisters in his mind that he running a fantasy with. Maybe one on Monday, maybe one on Tuesday, but they all up in here. And he's so busy consumed with that he ain't looked at you no. He ain't looking at you no more. You had him to play the pork chops. He looking at missionary Melinda in his mind because you have totally turned him away with your so saved self. You so saved now. You always in the spirit now. And this is why the sisters is losing their husbands. And a lot of stuff is also perversion. They turning into other things that they shouldn't be turning into and leaving their wives. Because their mind got perverted. But sex should be talked about in the church. And if they ain't, y'all come on over here to Queen and Queen. We're going to talk about it. Okay? So, with this rejection and continual rejection of I don't want to do it that way. We should just do it missionary style. I don't want to do it that way. I don't want to try that. After a while, he's gonna want to stop being physical with you because you're not edgy. You're not with the exploration, and your sex life is going to begin to deplete. And you're gonna be wondering, we don't have sex no more. Child, it's just good to be sweetly say we love each other. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know when the last time we had sex. That's a no. And it's a no win. You shouldn't be talking about, I can't remember the last time I had sex with my husband or my wife. Honey, we just living in love. We just living in the sanctity of love and the sanctity of the Lord. Sometimes, God could just keep. No, I don't want to hear that. Why haven't you touched me? Why haven't you flirted with me? Why haven't you felt me up? The attraction is beginning to deplete. I need you to be into me. Sex is about, you said, I don't know, twin, that missionary eye contact can be fine. Yeah, I mean, but that ain't the only thing. You understand? So some people, they think other positions is a sin. They think, I'm gonna tell you right now, over in certain countries of Africa, if you are of certain regalities, you can't do certain positions. They believe in that. It's like a religion. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying. I saw a lady on social media talking about you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that, and you shouldn't let him do all of this stuff. It was all, I had a whole bunch of babies just doing it the way the Lord said do it. You was a lie. You are a lie and the truth ain't in you. And you out here telling these women, these young girls, this crap. The marriage bed is undefiled and you can do whatever you want to do. Yeah, no, for real, SBK, I'm telling the truth. Trust me. I know. I've heard it from the horse's mouth. Trust me. All right. Next. Age and size should not be a determining factor in how intimate you are with your spouse. And I'm going to say that for the people in the back. The Bible said there's nothing defiled in the bedroom. You better say that I said what I said. Did you hear me? Age and your size should not be a determining factor in how you engage with your mate sexually. Because you all should fit like a glove. And what you can't compensate, he need to be compensated. And what he can't compensate, you need to be compensated. Y'all need to be working together intuitively, consecutively, together. Baby, I want to try this. Baby, you know I'm too big for that. Try it. He'll get turned on by you just trying it. Am I telling the truth, SBK? You never know what your body can do if you don't try. My husband he got this saying, baby, just try. Just try it. You go to giggling and laughing. I don't know if the Lord wants us to do that. Guess what he do? He does. Do you hear what I say? Age and your size should not be a determining factor in how you are with your husband. I don't care if you're 85 years old, you still need to keep yourself together. Me and my husband was just talking about that today. He said, baby, you always keeping yourself together for your daddy. I said, I sure am. I said, I know what I have. I said, but I don't necessarily just do. I mean, I do it for him. I said, but I don't just do it for you. I do it because my mother, again, she got up 5 o'clock in the morning and she got up and did her hair, regardless of our living situation, how he was. She got up every morning and pressed her hair. She always kept a pressing comb on standby. She always put herself together. And I try my best to look presentable, especially now I'm in the house. But I'm saying like publicly or whatever, I try to always be presentable for some young woman who may look like me, that may be my size or my color. You know what I'm saying? And may have some type of low self-esteem, or maybe they going through hard times with their spouse. If they see, if I can do it, you can do it. Maybe it may say, you know what, maybe let me go get me some lipstick. Let me go get, my nails. Let me pull myself together. You always be some type of eye candy for your husband. Your husband will, and your wife will appreciate you putting yourself together for them, making sure that you are presentable for them, making sure you got good hygiene for them. Am I telling the truth? You should not be walking around the house looking all frumpy and toe up. I don't care if it's your day off. I don't care if y'all been together for 30 years and we just get each other. Child, we in the house. Yeah, I get there. You got on your little leggings and your I got on some leggings and t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But still keep that thing pretty. Keep that thing attractive. You walking out here looking like you just came out of the wilderness, the woods somewhere. Now you got some men that be like, baby, that's attractive. Come on over here. You had those days where you in your whatever, you know what I'm saying, and it gets down. But be presentable for your man. Sometimes, when I'm sleeping in on a Saturday, I get up, and I'm able to sleep in. I still will go brush my teeth or put on a light makeup because my situation is different. My husband's going to video call me. I don't want to be looking like the Loch Ness monster. Keep that thing attractive. Do you understand? And it ain't like you got to be coming out here looking like Marilyn Monroe every morning. But I'm just saying, keep yourself together. Don't give up on yourself and your appearances and your looks. The same way you got them is the same way you keep them. And that's for both genders. My husband is immaculate. He immaculate. I think maybe one time I seen him without a haircut. One time. He was doggone near about to lose his mind. Immaculate in a third world country. When I say immaculate, it scares me. I say you too ain't no too metrosexual. I'm like, it makes me feel like I gotta be, but it does. It pushes me to be there. I want to be right on his arm. I don't want him to be embarrassed by me. You understand what I'm saying? You said, right, so many people let themselves go just because they have a spouse. Yeah, I'm married now. I got him. And I told my husband that earlier today. I said, I don't want you to, just because I got you, that I don't want to be presentable. I want you to, he said, baby, keep the beauty going. He said, don't let your beauty die. He said, you're beautiful. He said, I adore you. I got people around me, women around me that's small and petite, and they literally came up to me and said, you know what? You taught me how to dress. He said, she said, you always put together. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't be walking around with Gucci and all this stuff. You know, I got name brand stuff, you know, but I try to be decent. There's a stigma because you're plus size or you're dark skin, you know what I'm saying? You're not attractive. And that is far from the truth. You can keep yourself together, and a man will be attracted to that. They'll be attractive of how you take value and interest in your appearances. That's attractive. You always have it together. And that's like, you know, they want to get up in that thing. Am I telling the truth? Don't let your age or your size stop you from having intimacy with your spouse. Put some effort in that thing. You wonder why he don't want to touch you. You wonder why she just giving you dinner and getting in the shower and going to sleep because you're not attracted to her anymore. She's starting to feel sorry and pity you. She's tired of the monotony. She's tired of the repetition. She's tired of the same old thing all the time. He's tired of seeing you in that same old dress, that same old do-rag, that same old hairstyle, the same old just a year in and year out. And it's getting worse and worse and worse. You think he wants to, you got to kindle that fire. Just like you having a barbecue and sometimes that fire go down, you got to put a little bit of moth on there, a little bit of some sticks, a little, you know, so maybe some fresh coal in there, some more lighter fuel to keep that fire roaring. You want to keep that fire roaring. My husband don't know what I'm going to do the next day or what I'm going to say or how I'm going to have my hair or what I'm going to send him or what I'm going to request. He doesn't know it because I don't want to be predictable. Am I telling the truth, SBK? You said the key is your sexuality. How do you feel about yourself? Listen, I walk past the mirror all the time like, woo, you own to something. You first got to love yourself. You first got to think that you the stuff. You first got to be into yourself. How can you project something that you're not familiar with? How can you project something that's not in you? You said for women, the sexuality, for women, it's a sensuality. For men, it's a psychic. It's a psychic. Now, I will say this. For men, it's like visual. You do got to get in there mentally. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm a master of seduction. I'm a master. Because I understand that, and just humanity, where you're man or woman, I understand that a lot of this stuff, 60% of it is mental. 60% of it is mental. And I start early in the morning. When I know I want something to happen, by the time I get off of work, I start early in the morning. I start grooming you. Baby, I just want to let you know I love when you say this, baby. Baby, you're so beautiful. Oh my God, you make my mouth water. Oh my goodness. I just want to be in your dreams tonight, and I want to be in your daydreams when you wake up. I want you walking around with me in your brain. I want to take up some mind. I want to take up some space in your mind today. How can I do that? What are you into, baby? Are you into this asking open-ended questions? Because I want to pull him into the conversation. I want to pull him into the allure. You know what I'm saying? I be disobedient on purpose just so I can get reprimand. And I said, baby, I know you want to whoop me. Take some notes. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Take some notes. Pour them in mentally first. Because by the time y'all both get off of work and get home, it's going to be going down physically. And don't do it all the time. Switch it up. Put something in his lunch pail, his lunch bag, to let him know I'm thinking about you, and not in a church way. And all of this is good. It ain't a sin. It's not nothing wrong. You know, you understand what I'm saying? You said, child, I don't need no notes. I know you don't need no notes. I know you don't. But we have to begin. You have to be able to allure one another. You have to be into one another. I don't care how long y'all been married. I don't care what done gave out. I don't care what done got big, and I don't care what done got small. You got to keep that fire roaring, and don't forget that y'all chose one another to walk through life. So you cannot give up on each other sexually. You can't do it. It's not fair. You done got older, so you think you're supposed to just turn off the red light. No, the red light stays on all the time. Do you hear what I say? Do you hear what I say? Okay, so don't let age and size dictate what you do in the bedroom. Don't be talking about child, baby, please. Come on now. I ain't got time for that. I ain't trying that. Why not? It's not fair. That's what he wants. And then you're gonna be boohooing, standing in front of the church, telling me, y'all pray for me, because he done went on to the hotel and we got somebody off the corner. Because you won't try it. You won't do it. That's not fair. We're not supposed to be denying one another. Okay? And I'm gonna give you scripture behind that, because a lot of women, y'all talk about the store is closed. No, the store ain't never closed. I don't care what he done did. The store ain't never closed. This is a we never closed store. Your store is never closed. You're not biblically, you're not supposed to be denying each other. And it goes for men too. According to 1 Corinthians 3-5, you're not supposed to be refusing your spouse for sexual inquiry or sexual intimacy. You said, I never told my husband no. They had to run from me. Come on. And same here. My husband like, babe, please, you making me blush. My libido is through the sky, through the roof. And I just hit 50 yesterday. And ain't nothing wrong with nothing. Ain't nothing wrong with everything still works. You understand what I'm saying? You should not be refusing each other because you done got mad. My husband say, we don't go to bed like that. He said, we either going to talk about it, pray about it, or we going to F it out. There ain't nobody saying no up in here. Y'all all in church, sitting on one side of the church, and he's sitting on the other side of the church. You telling the deacons, you know, she done got on my nerves and she boo-hoo crying and all that stuff. No. Honey, let me tell you something. Intimacy, relationships, sex heals a lot of dysfunction in the household. Sex heals. And some of us need to be having it with these old dry, starchy marriages. You hear what I say? Every time they open up the door, the wind come in and you scatter away, hiding away. You somewhere in the shower, and then next thing you know, you in the bed, sleep. No, having stuff laid out for. Here's your towel, baby. Here is your toothbrush. Here's your slippers. I got some dinner waiting on you. When you come out, baby, I just want to massage your feet. I know you've been out here working all day. Let me take some load off of you. Let me massage your feet. Baby, go ahead and get on your back and lift your knees up for me. I want to show you something. Let me tell you something. Underneath the knees, you know, the kneecaps behind them knees, you know, the crease behind them knees, the nerves are exposed there. It's very sensitive there. If you just flicker right behind them knees, them nerves is connected to other parts of the body. You just go on and get him a massage. Baby, get on your back and lift your knees up for me. Take some weight off of them. He don't want to be in no prayer meeting right now. You ain't got to tell him about the 4 or 5 visions that Jesus done sent you when he walk in the door. Be his wife. Be her husband. Handle her like a man should and not no pastor. You in there preaching to her at the house. You gonna preach to her in the church and at the house. Am I telling the truth, SBK? This ain't time. It ain't time for communion right now. It's not time for that. You need to be coming together as a couple and fulfilling each other's needs sexually. I know God sent him to you. I know God sent her to you and saved your life, and you all emotional about it. But at some time and at some point, you all need to be intimate with each other. And y'all, you need to be showing interest that you're tapped into each other sexually. And again, it don't matter how long you've been married. Don't let the monotony and the routine of working, you know what I'm saying, get in the way of you all still exploring each other. After 20 years of marriage, you still can explore each other. you still can explore each other. There's so much to be learned. Your interests change. Don't be predictable. You understand? So allow yourself to be see, I hate my writing. Hey, how you doing, Thrive? I said nothing but love your way. I said nothing but love your way because you deserve it. Okay, I love this point right here that I wrote down. Allow yourself to be sexually triggered throughout the day. Then you can give your spouse that sexual energy at the end of the day. What does that mean, Queen? What does that mean? You said that's what prayer meeting and Sunday school and mission as well. Brotherhood meeting is for. You don't have to discuss it at the house. Come on. Come on. I said what I said. Listen to me. Allow yourself to be sexually triggered. And this don't got nothing to do with your salvation. And I keep saying this because a lot of people get caught up in that. Oh, that ain't church. Oh, that ain't. No. Allow yourself as a married man, as a married woman, to be sexually triggered throughout the day. Especially by your spouse. Don't ignore your spouse if she send you a naughty text or she want a sex. What you call a sexting? If she want a sexting throughout the day, don't be passive with her about that. Don't dismiss it. Acknowledge it. Get engaged in it. Allow yourself to be sexually triggered throughout the day so that you can give your spouse that sexual energy at the end of the day. Don't be talking, oh, that's the devil. I had to get that out of my mind. Honey, let it play over and over and over and over in your mind so that when you get home, you can tell your spouse up. There's nothing wrong with tapping into your sexuality. There's nothing wrong with your salvation if you're tapping into it the right way and you're using that energy the right way with the right person, which should be your spouse. You understand what I'm saying? Some come across your skin, you're like, woo! It's okay to be triggered because you need that inspiration to perform with your husband. Come on, I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. That's why some of the sex is boring. That's why some of y'all is having boring sex. I said it. Some of y'all is having boring sex, boring, dry, predictable, routine sex. And ain't nothing to it. And don't nobody want to keep having the same old sex over and over again. You ain't doing nothing to inspire. You ain't doing nothing to keep your partner engaged. You ain't doing nothing to make your spouse feel attractive or beautiful or that they're doing a good job. That ain't right. You making requests and they not being fulfilled. That will build resentment. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Allow yourself to be triggered so that you can be, eager to come home. You wonder why Joe at the bar or Joe talking about he got to go to Family Dollar before he get home every day because he don't want to come home. It's boring. Don't become boring to your mate. Explore. You see this phone right here? It's tons of stuff that you can do that's on here. Hold on, y'all, because I done pulled my stuff out. Hold on 1 second, y'all. It's so many things that you can explore on this internet to keep your marriage spicy. So many resources. Oh, I'm about to get in trouble, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm about to get in trouble. And I'm still saying, don't y'all come at. I don't want to hear nobody saying this is an inappropriate video because it's not. It's going to help you keep your husband intrigued with you. He's going to continue on and make sure that you reach your goal. Instead of him reaching his goal, he go to sleep because he done with it. because it ain't about nothing. You got to switch that thing up to make him want to come home every night and want to engage with you. And I'm telling the truth. Some of y'all having some boring, weird, crazy, dry sex, and you need to stop, because that's not the way God intended it to be. I'm telling the truth all day and every day. Don't nobody want to talk about it. It is not taboo. It is not off topic. It is not sinful. It's not. This is going to help you. Okay? Good sex means a good home, productivity, a good mind space. You can go to work and function. You can be productive at work. You can be employee of the week if you come home and have good sex. I'm telling you the truth. All day and every day. You wonder why she keep burning up the steak? Because you keep refusing her. You ain't taking care of business. You wonder why she got an attitude? Because you ain't talking her through it. Women, as women, you need to advocate for yourself in these type of situations in that room. You need to advocate for yourself. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. Can we try this? This is what gets me here. Can you please entertain this for me? Can you please consider this for me? Some things we're going to have to compromise on to please our mate. You should be, hey, Mantis, how you doing? I said nothing but love you because you deserve it. Some things you should be wanting to compromise with your mate to have a good time. Sex is supposed to be a good time. This ain't for the hoes. This is for the saints. This is strictly for the saints. You having that same old missionary deacon board sex. That's not gonna get it. I guarantee you my husband is gonna want to come home every night. Do you hear what I say? Don't be predictable, okay? So allow yourself to be triggered by sex throughout the day so that you can give your partner that sexual energy at night, okay? And don't make your spouse feel embarrassed if they present something new. If they present, I want to try this. Don't make your spouse feel embarrassed. Don't make your spouse feel like they ain't saved. Don't make your spouse feel wicked. Don't make your spouse feel what's that? You walking in the spirit of perversion. Don't make your spouse feel weird, because when you close that door, the Bible says that the marriage bed is undefiled. Don't do that. Don't shame your partner when they present something to you that they want to explore sexually. They're not a weirdo. They just know that this is exciting to them. This is what turns them on. Don't make them feel unpure. I want to try this new position. Oh my God, you need to pray. Oh my God, what's wrong with your mind? Oh my God, you doing that? Yeah, I'm doing it. And I want you to do it with me. Do you understand? Intimacy and trying new things and being exciting and exploring new things, it brings a closeness. It tightens up the marriage gap. Do you understand what I'm saying? It brings y'all close because y'all sharing this thing, y'all sharing this secret is y'all's, and you all see each other in a different way that nobody sees. And it's nobody's experience but you two. That's deep. That's a connection. That's fortifying the covenant of marriage and matrimony. You understand what I'm saying? When you in that room with that individual, that you in a whole nother planet. You on a whole nother planet, a whole nother atmosphere. It's just you and him. And you get to do whatever you want to do in how many ways you want to do it. And it's your thing. It's your marriage. Am I telling the truth? Thrive and Glow? But the church act like this is something so wrong and that you shouldn't be talking about it and that you shouldn't be doing it. And oh my God, you're so... Let me tell you something. God acknowledges chemistry. I said that in the beginning of the life. God acknowledges and understands, and he put that innately in us to have chemistry for one another. He did that. So while you walking around here talking about, women ain't supposed to be doing all that, and you shouldn't be on your knees and doing what? That's crazy to me. When I heard that when I heard that, I was like, that's the dumbest stuff I've ever heard in my life. Let me tell you something. Every point of entry, something can go in it. Do you understand what I'm saying? You want to feel fulfilled in your union with this person. Thank you so much, Thrive. I appreciate it. You want to feel fulfilled. You want to enjoy your partner. You want to be in a good space. Is it, you sit up and you're married with somebody, y'all married, and you don't be physical with your partner for 7 days. It's gonna be some trouble in the house. And then you go into this thing, are you not attracted to me anymore? And then it starts to be internalized and it becomes deeper for women. Is he attracted to me? Why is he not flirting with me anymore? Why is he not touching me anymore? Why are we not having sex anymore? Is he cheating on me? Is it infidelity? Am I beautiful? You know what I'm saying? If a man's not flirting with you, that is effective. That affects us as women. Do you not think I'm attractive anymore? If you see the sexual speed of your marriage slowing down, you need to throw a little bit more kindle on the fire to build that roaring fire up. That means try new things. He don't want to see that same old negligee again with the cross on it. He don't want to see that same old thing or same old thing. No, he don't want to see that. You doing the same old movie you done did in 76. He don't want to see that no more. He don't want to experience that no more. Try something different. Keep the fire roaring. Okay? Let me move on to I got 2 pages of notes. I just want to let y'all know that. Okay? All right. Sexual confidence cannot be measured. However, study says that 30 to 50% of people experience a lack of sexual confidence. That's because, when you come in this room, especially if you're a new couple, you don't know each other's capabilities just yet. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what people are into. You don't know what they're not into. You don't know if you have fulfilled them and satisfied them. You don't know because it's new and everything is good and new. And you say, oh, it was the best. It was the best. It was the best. You don't know. It's going to take some time to learn each other. You know what I'm saying? So you come into the bedroom with some type of anxiety, sexual anxiety. You know what I'm saying? When that happens, you all should be encouraging one another. You all should sit down and have a conversation about sex, not just marrying folks. Oh, y'all learn, what I'm saying? You gonna find out. No, I ain't gonna find out. We gonna know before we gonna know before. We're gonna have a conversation. What are you into? What are your dislikes? Why are you having this dislike? Have you even tried it before? Well, can I explore this with you just to see if you like it or not? I would like that. Can you meet me 50-50? Can you just entertain this for me? Let's try this. I'm willing to do that. I'll submit to you for this. You got to have that. You got to be armed with that information when you're going into this physicality with your spouse. You understand the uncertainty. Be honest, baby. I didn't like it when you did it like that. That hurt it. I don't like when you grab like that. I don't like you to bite me like that. I don't like that. It spoils the mood when you sitting up in there. When you lying, baby. Yeah, I love it, and you don't like it. You hate when they get ready to do it. Like, oh, please stop. That means then the sex becomes robotic. So you need to be having some type of communication and that will build your sexual confidence when you go into the room, because everybody knows what's getting ready to go down. We all know what the safe word is when you going into that type of situation. Okay. When you go into the marriage bed, or when you go into the room with some level of sexual anxiety, that can lead to sexual dysfunction, and that will affect the partner's confidence because you're not sure. A lot of this is understanding your compatibility with the person. A lot of this is understanding if you guys are compatible. I can't be with somebody that's not into what I'm into. And if you ain't into what I'm into, why? I need to know why. Let's try it, because you may not know that you're into it. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that you need to be exploring. My husband has made compromises for me. And it makes me adore even more. Okay, since you did that, okay, I'm gonna meet you this way. You understand what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with foreplay. Foreplay is not a sin. Role play is not a sin. For the preacher and the deacon in the back, role play is not a sin. You're not being perverse if you dress up like a prostitute and you go stand on the corner for him to come pick you up. That's not a sin. That's you guys engaging in each other. There's nothing wrong with sexual aids in the bedroom. Oh, this is a deep conversation. And a lot of y'all saying this ain't church. This ain't church. There's nothing wrong with it because it's something that you're using to engage with your spouse. It's nothing wrong with picking up the phone and say, baby, can you talk dirty to me? I know you're on your lunch break. Can you talk dirty to me? You are engaging with each other. I'm talking about your spouse, the person that you have signed up to walk through life with. It's nothing sinful about that. He done got perverse, honey. I got to pray for him. Pray for yourself. I know I'm telling the truth tonight. A lot of y'all is having some dry, whack sex. And you wonder why things just ain't working out. Get into it with your spouse. Ask him, baby, what you into? Baby, there's something that you want to explore that we haven't done. I'm willing to try it. I want to try it. Can I share with you something that I've seen that I want to explore? They become giddy. Yeah, baby, we can do it. It shouldn't be predictable. Y'all, the sex should not be predictable. If your sex is predictable, you're doing it wrong. Am I having this conversation with y'all tonight? I sure am. And there's nothing wrong with my salvation. But these conversations need to be had. The Bible acknowledges this. You understand? Don't nobody want the same old thing the same old way. This is not no restaurant. Okay? Stop putting your spouse down. Encourage them to explore with you, or encourage the exploration. If they want to explore something, don't make them, oh, hey, Scorpio mama, I said nothing but love your way because you deserve it. Don't sit there and put them down about it. Encourage them. Or if they try something new with you, you all have agreed to try something new, and maybe they don't knock it out the park the first time. Give them some type of praise because at least they tried. It's like a little kid. Woo, you did so good. Oh my God, the next time gonna be so much better. Okay? Point out the high moments in you guys' entanglement. Point out the high moments. You did so good. Baby, when you touched me like that, I was like, oh my God. I want to try that again. You remember when you did that the last time? Do you remember when you did that? I want to do that again. You like that, baby? Yeah, I love that. Encourage them. Try new things. Don't let your fear enable you or prevent you from having a good time. You said, did you get them nails done? No, I just painted my nails. I went and got me some new polish and just painted my nails because I didn't want to do the nail thing, you know what I'm saying? But I did want some polish on my hands. He likes my nails polished, and I've been kind of slacking on that. So I've been stepping up and putting doing what I need to do. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you something. With my husband, I mentioned one thing that I like, and moving forward, he just does it. I'm talking about as far as things like, I mentioned, hey, I like when you do this, or I like when you refer to yourself is this, and he's been doing it ever since, and it affects me the same way. I mentioned something yesterday that he said that I loved it, and he has referred to me no other way but that. He's very conscious. Be very conscious of the requests that your mates are making, and follow through with them. If they tell you, baby, I love when you suck on my toes, go get some chapstick and get yourself together. I love when you massage my shoulders after a long day. Go on and get that oil and massage. You know what I'm saying? Appease one another. Quit trying to have so much control and frustrate one another. Instead of just caving in and loving on each other. Sometimes as spouses, you have this dynamic of control. You have this dynamic of going back at each other. When y'all wasting time, when you all can be intimate with each other, you all can be loving with each other, you all can be fortifying and building the marriage. But because you guys have this nature, toes. What you mean toes? I said yes, toes. Oh, you ain't a toe person, and that's okay. It's okay. Some people toes, some people ain't toes. I'm an everything person. I'm an everything person. You understand what I'm saying? Don't. Some people are into some stuff, and some people like absolutely not. I get it. It's your preference, but to have that conversation with your mate so that y'all all can be on the same page. There's nothing more exhilarating. There's nothing more sexier than going into the room with a partner who has the same liberality and the same freedom that you have, the same mindset, and they're willing to explore everything. That's freedom. Those type of people you want to walk through life with. Those type of people I want to marry you. Because life is not going to be boring with them. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want no timid whack. You know what I'm saying? You scared of this and scared of that. We can't do this. We can't do it. That's not it for me. That's restraint. That's constraint. And that is where cheating comes in. You open up the door for the enemy when you start telling your spouse no. And I don't want to do this. And I don't want to do that. Well, the Bible tells us not to do this. You sure? Because the Bible that I read allows for freedom and liberality in the bedroom. If he didn't, let me shut up. I don't want to go too far. You understand what I'm saying? You think you done got so common with your mate and your spouse that you thinking that he just or she just accepting that same old whack sex day in and day out or once a week or whatever it is. I'm so tired. Oh my God, honey, go get some pills. Go get some gummies. Go get an energy drink. Go get some coffee. Something. Because I'm going to tell you something. I'll make it hard for the next one. I ain't even speaking that in existence that the marriage going to be broken up. But I'll make it hard. You ain't going to just forget about me. And I don't care if my legs is on fire. Push through. Did you hear what I say? Push through. Put in the work. Did you hear what I say? Do the work that brings your marriage alive. A lot of people are living in dormant, dead, dire marriages. Dry. You can blow, the dust comes out. You understand what I'm saying? You're not taking care of each other sexually. And they may say, baby, I love you. And they may love you. But they ain't into you. They ain't attracted to you no more. They just ain't gonna say nothing to you. Oh, I love her to death. Oh, I love him to death. Oh, she said toes. I did say toes. File the mugs down, smooth them off. Buff them up. Clean them. You hear what I say? Do the work to bring your marriage back alive. Become giddy with your mate again. Make them smile like they're 16 years old. You understand what I'm saying? Surprise them. Because isn't this the person that you say you love? And didn't you say this is the love of your life? Didn't you say that, oh my God, I can't live without them? Didn't you say all of this stuff when you married them? I love you for better, for worse. And then as soon as you get married, y'all get into the routine of going to work. You done had kids. Okay, I get it. You got a lot of things going on, but carve out some time to be your spouse's fantasy. Carve out some time just for them. Create a moment for your spouse throughout the week that they can't stop thinking about. You understand what I'm saying? Keep them. And now I got a very hard task on my hand because my spouse is all the way on the other side of the globe. So I got to constantly keep this man interested in me. And he has to constantly keep me interested in him. And he surprised me. One way I think he come this way, and he come a whole different way for me. And of course, our physicality is limited, but our engagement is not. Mentally, he keeps me there. He keeps me attracted to him. He keeps me wanting him, and vice versa. You understand what I'm saying? It has to be done. Despite the heat, got to keep going until we can meet physically. How you doing, Joshua? I said nothing but love your way because you deserve it. Y'all support the channel, like, share, and subscribe. Do you understand what I'm saying? You cannot let the marriage die down. And I'm speaking specifically to Christians tonight because you all get so starchy and get so prudish and so holy and so sanctified that you allow your penis to walk right on out the door and go around the corner to Susie. Because you so stubborn and so holy that you won't take off the robe to put on a thong. Because you so saved. I don't think God want us doing this. Yes, he does. Yes, he do. Yes, he do. He wants you to do it. He gave you that man. He gave you that woman. He wants you to keep each other. How do you keep each other? By appeasing and compromising with each other's wishes. Do you hear what I say? Don't let the marriage bed be defiled, okay? I think that's all of my notes that I got here so far. All right. So for marriage couples, your challenge is this week. What is this? Yeah, this is what, Saturday. Your challenge this week is to find something new to present in the bedroom. Run it by your spouse and follow through with it. Be flirty throughout the week with your spouse. Send a flirty text every day. Keep yourself together, specifically women and men. I'm gonna tell you something right now that happened to me today that I was saying to myself, he ought to be ashamed of himself. A grown man. I'm in Aldi's trying to get me some croissants because I'm on this croissant kick, which I should be eating all this bread. I'm in there trying to get me some croissants, and I got me a chocolate cake because I'm still celebrating my birthday. Y'all know I turned 50 years old yesterday. This couple. Now, this woman, she looked older, like she could be his mother. I don't know. Maybe he just married older. I don't know. But they standing in front of me. The smell that was coming off of this man smelled like it should have been coming off a woman. That's all I'm going to say. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't never smelled a man like this. Maybe one other time. But I'm just saying, he smelled intrusive. It was horrible. It's important to have good hygiene when you around just period. You can't explore, you can't play when you over here smelling like a farm. You can't play with your spouse when you smelling like a farm. Your husband wanna come in for work and get and slob you down, and your breath is smelling like the salmon croquettes that you just cooked. He want to lean in for a hug and come love on you. And you said you was lusting. I wasn't lusting, baby. I'm telling y'all, this is the first time I have ever literally started getting physically sick off of somebody's body smell. I literally, and that ain't never happened to me. I'm like, oh my God. That don't make no sense. Now I don't know the living situation. They could have been homeless. I don't know. Wash your hair, brush your teeth, and wash your behind. You married. Have that conversation with your husband and your wife. Do you like this way? Do you like this cut off? Are you okay with this growing out? Have those conversations. I know my husband is very particular. He's very particular, and I love it. It's a turn on. I need you this way. I need you this. I'm telling you, this is what I want. You got to be like this, and this, and this, and I make sure I take care of it. When you come, make sure this is this and this and this, and I make sure, and it was right. I love the fact that he likes the way he know how he want me to look. I tell you all the time, he'll send me, I want you to get this hairstyle. I want you to do this. I love it because he's tapped into me. He makes me feel special because he wants me to be this way for just him. He tells me all the time, you are mine. You're mine. All to myself. Speak those things, those tender things to your mate to build that roaring fire of intimacy that you all should be having. And it's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't compromise your salvation to be sexual, intuitive with your mate. It doesn't compromise your salvation to role play or have foreplay. It doesn't compromise your salvation to be free sexually with your mate. I cannot express enough in how important it is to be a vision of beauty in front of your husband. If it ain't nothing but just combing your hair back and putting it in a bun, putting on some perfume, putting on a light makeup or something, let him come home and see that you prepared for him. He got to come home and see you looking raggedy with a hole in the shirt, the house toe up, you got crust on the side of your eye. You ain't preparing for him no more. You're not making him feel wanted and special. Or you walking around the house and you got them same old slippers and that old raggedy t-shirt on and your beard ain't trimmed up and you ain't got no haircut. You looking all rough. You won't go brush your teeth and all of this stuff. You ain't taking no bath and you want her to do all of this stuff for you. It makes a difference. When you clean yourself and put yourself together, it makes them feel ready for you. You made the effort for me. You lift your leg up, just go on and take it. No, that ain't what you do. That's not what you do for each other. And then you got sister at the job who's always put together. She's always smelling nice. Her hair's always done. And she getting his papers out of the copier for him, bringing it and putting it on his desk. She making sure that he has a coffee in the morning. She's bringing donuts on Wednesday. She helping him with his paperwork, doing the spell check. He's loving that. He's having an affair with her mentally in his mind because she's attentive to him. You put the food in the microwave and go to sleep by the time he get home from work. You ain't set up, prepped up, the boobs ain't pushed up. You ain't gathered together for him. That's whack. For my husband's birthday last year, I made sure he had a gift every day until his birthday for the whole month. Do you hear what I say? I want him to know I appreciate you. I want you. I am into you. Very appreciative. And a lot of times he would tell me, he said the things you do, he said some women, he said most of the women over here don't do. They too busy trying to get from the men. And I'm not going after the Nigerian women. I think you are some beautiful women. I'm not saying that, but that's just one opinion. They don't, he said, at least you put forth the effort. Put the effort in for one another. And stop being lazy for each other. Remember why you married this person. I don't care if they don't look the same when you first married. You know, women's body, our body do whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? My body seem to be rolling back time. I seem to be getting younger and younger, which I appreciate. I'm thanking the Lord for it. Collagen, people, I've been taking collagen too to give more elasticity to my skin and a plumpness to my skin. It's been working. Okay, that's just for free. Gummies, collagen gummies, and it got all three collagen forms of collagen in it, and it's been working tremendously. And it helps out with the joints too. That's for free. Okay, but put forth the effort for one another. Quit just expecting or just guaranteeing in your mind, oh, he ain't going nowhere. He just love me the same way. And then when he come telling you, baby, can you put a little bit more effort in your makeup? You get all offended and crying somewhere. He gonna tell me that I need to look better. So you need to look better. You need to pull yourself, arch your eyebrows, pluck them chin hairs, get them toe, get it together. I'm telling the truth. And you know I'm telling the truth. Do you hear what I say? Pull yourself together. Come home smelling good. Well, I say come home smelling good because then it's a problem unless you done, got yourself went somewhere to a gym or something. But I'm saying, go get that lineup on a weekend, man. Go get that favorite cologne you know that turns her on. You know what I'm saying? Go get that suit that she want to see you in. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go start going to the gym together. Don't be talking about he just love me for who we are. We in this together 20 years strong. We both like to eat. Y'all go take each other out. And you mad because she can't be on top of you for 10 minutes. Y'all eating yourself to death. You eating up to 10 minutes. You mad because she can't be on top for 20 minutes. Y'all won't get your big butts up to go to the gym. You understand what I'm saying? Now I realize I am a woman of a certain age, and I realize that your joints and your muscles and your bones, they try to seize up with arthritis and stuff. So you know what I do? I done went and found out certain dances, learn new dances or exercises to give openings to the hips, longevity to the bones, to the knees. And it ain't a sin. You in a common and comfort in my home. If I want to twerk and widen my hips out for my man so I can do what I need to do when it's time, leave me alone. You figure out how to take care of your man. You need to figure out new ways to be pleasing one another. And it ain't unholy. You better know how to stretch them bones out, stretch that spine out, stretch them hips out, stretch them toes out, get them thighs tightened up so you can do your due benevolence. And stop playing. Oh, he know you huffing and puffing. And you wonder why he over there fixing sister so-and-so car. She 20 years old. Get it together. Quit acting like, my husband sent me a video today, and it was a man talking about taking people for granted. And taking, and this man was talking about how, he allowed, but for him being so passive, he lost something. And then he was saying how you never know what you have until you lose it. And then you're grateful when God gives you something, that you've been wanting, and then you lose it. That's a hard feeling. You never nurtured it. You never took care of it. Now it got away from you. Now you sick about it. God give you this man and this husband, and you act like you don't know what to do with it because he done married you. You think you got him, and you don't have to put in the effort. No, I want him to want me even the more. I don't present everything out on the table. I like to hand it out in doses. You know what I'm saying? Be intriguing, be interesting, don't be boring. Don't do the y'all sitting up in the bed every Thursday eating chips and all. No, baby, let's turn this TV off. I want to be your show tonight. You go and finish those chips. I got something I want to show you. You go get the remote because I want you. I want you to change the channel on me. I'm gonna be whatever show you want me to be tonight. You can go, you can here you go. Go and finish your chips. I got something to show you. I'm gonna be your reality TV tonight. Am I telling the truth? And this is and all of this is under the umbrella of sexuality in your marriage, and it has nothing to do with your salvation. So I don't want y'all the some of the church people, y'all got to come out of the stone ages, and y'all need to stop playing. If he want to play a certain type of music while y'all in there and it gets him where he needs to be, let that music play. Let it play. I hear something that kind of riles me up. I send it to my husband. I say, put it on the playlist. So when I come, put it on our playlist. Am I telling the truth? Nobody's laying in the bed till Jesus will work it out. You over there listening to Shirley Caesar with your husband. That ain't going to work. Because it does not match what's happening. It don't match what's happening in the room. You know what I'm saying? I want something to encourage me while I'm doing what I need to do. You understand what I'm saying? Gospel music is supposed to push you into your devotion with God. Music, love songs is supposed to push you to your devotion to your spouse. And a lot of people gonna say, "Oh, it's something wrong with that." No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. You understand what I'm saying? So I want y'all to come on out of that starchy, prudish spirit that you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that your husband is satisfied. And don't be ashamed to tell your husband, baby, I'm into this. He ain't gonna look at you like you supposed to be safe. He gonna look like, baby, when we doing it? Do I need to buy anything to support this new endeavor? You hear what I say? It's a conversation that don't nobody want to have. You know what I'm saying? A lot, especially in the church. Y'all don't want to talk about it. But it needs to be talked about. It needs to be talked about. You spice your marriage up. Don't be talking about something. Ew, what are you? No, don't do that. Don't make your spouse feel bad about bringing something that he wants to try or she wants to try. Or don't be dismissive and don't even acknowledge it. Babe, I want you to tie me up. And then you don't say a word. And you keep saying, when you gonna tie me up? I want you to tie me up. Sometimes men don't like, or can I tie you up? Sometimes men don't like to be vulnerable in the bedroom. So you got to make them feel safe and let them know this is gonna be for your pleasure and my pleasure too. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times they don't like to relinquish that control. But voice your interests, voice your wants, voice your needs. Have some liberality in your bedroom. And ask your husband or your wife these questions. Baby, have your interests changed? Have your needs and wants changed? Are you into something new? Is there something that you would like to try to explore? So y'all can have something to look forward to during the week instead of the same old dry engagement. You don't want that. That's how marriages die. That's how they crash and die. That same old boring monotony of same old thing. Okay. Guys, I hope that this show has been so enlightening to you. Share this with your Christian friends if you got some. Share this with married couples so that they can be inspired to go back to their youth in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Just because you get older, that don't mean that your sex life have to die and crash and burn and grow cobwebs. That don't mean that. Get young again, get excited again, but get playful again with your mate. Right? That's what you should be doing, right? Okay. All right, guys. I hope that you have enjoyed the show. Listen, do something nice for somebody. If it's nothing but have a silent prayer for them. If it's, thank you so much, Scorpio. I saw your blessing today. I appreciate it. Thank you, because you didn't have to do it. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Listen, you guys, I'm still taking birthday love, $CLAYLING. If you guys would like to contribute, I'm taking it because I think, I don't know. I want to I feel like I want to celebrate in on into March because God has been good. But I feel good that I'm 50. I don't feel no kind of way at all. I thank God I've been here for 50 years. God has been good. Do something nice for somebody. If it's nothing but give a beautiful smile, or hug, or whatever it is, because it comes back tenfold. This is your Queen Clayleen saying be great. Bye bye. Married people, I need you tonight to go and have some sex. All right. Good night. Bye bye.